Hello my fellow crafters, welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. My name is David and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a card for you, and it's I saw a video the other day and I can't find it back with a technique with toilet paper and on a stamp, and I can't give the lady credit because I can't find her again and I don't remember the name, but it was a fun video and I'm going to do a variation on that. Instead of using a stamp, I'm going to use an embossing folder for that. I just figured, why not? That could be an option. So we'll find out together whether that is an option, and I'm going to change some things around as well. So anyway, let's switch cameras and see what we're going to do. I'm going to use this stamp set from Stampers Anonymous. It's the CMS 183, and I'm going to use the happy birthday from that, the hashtag happy birthday. I just like that, so that's what we're going to do. I've got a card base, I've got a card front, I've got a butterfly already cut out. This is a beautiful butterfly. It comes from the Elizabeth Craft Designs Planner Essentials Shapes, Frames and Words. A huge set, lovely set, but the butterflies in there, I'm in love with them. So yeah, I've already cut that out. And we're going to use this embossing folder that is called Acorn. Yeah, Acorns. So that's the one we're going to use as well. So without any further ado, let's dive in and make a card. Now what I want is my card to have a bit of color, or not the card, the thing I'm going to make with the toilet paper. And I'm just going to have a look. How big is this? Big enough? Yeah, it is. I can make that work. Okay, good. So I need 5 pieces of toilet paper. There we go. And I want some color on the butterfly. And since I'm going to spray inside my embossing folder, I might as well color it while we're doing that, right? Okay, let's put that one to the side. That can dry. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put in 1 piece of toilet paper. And I'm going to spray that with water, especially in the center. And then I'm going to take, in this case it's a Lavinia stippling brush. Any brush will do, but you just stamp that into all the nooks and crannies of that embossing folder. No idea whether this is going to work, but we will find that out together. Now once that center is done, I will just spritz the rest and stipple that down again. So I'm not sure you can see it, but I'm stippling it down really into all the nooks and crannies from that embossing folder. Then I'm going to take another piece, lay that on top, spray that with water, and repeat the process. And that's number 3. Spritz with water and push that in. Now at this stage I'm not that fussed about how well it's pushed in, since I'm going to run the embossing folder through my machine. So that will work out fine. It'll squash everything in. Okay, then I'm going to take a piece of kitchen towel, clean this off a bit, take out some of that excess moisture that's on there. I'm really curious whether this is going to work, yes or no, but we'll find out together. I'm gonna take my plates, and the beauty is on these plates they say what your sandwich should be for a 3D embossing folder. So I've got my base plate, I've got my top plate, and I will just put a piece of kitchen towel underneath because I know some water will squeeze out and that will be captured on that piece of kitchen paper. So I'm going to run this through and then we'll be back. Okay, as I suspected, it's a mess. It's a good thing I put down the kitchen towel, because it's all contained there now. Since it's an electronic machine, I didn't want to risk that. Okay, now let's see what this looks like. Take my tweezers. Ooh, that's interesting. I think I'm just gonna spritz that a bit because I think it's squeezed out the color a bit. There we go. But look at that texture. And since this is toilet paper, it has a different look and feel to it than normal paper, especially when we're finished with it. Now this I will just rinse off under the tap and give it a good clean, and that will be all clean and ready to go again. Now let me clean up my mess. Okay, some time has passed and this is now nearly dry, and I love that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carefully, don't destroy it completely, I'm going to rip off some of that paper before it's completely dry. So I don't want to cut it with my cutting machine, but I just want to tear it so it gets that ripped edge. And the same on this side. So it's still pretty moist. There we go. Let me see how that fits on there. That fits on there beautifully. Now this will dry further. The butterfly is already dry, and I'll be back when this is completely dry. I love that old paper. It's really nice. It's nearly dry, so I'm just going to help it along. Okay, this is now nice and dry, and next I'm coming in with frayed burlap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to edge this, give this a rippling, a bit more color. So that stands out a bit more. Help it along, press it a bit, push it up, and darken that edge a bit so it stands out even more from that white background. I will also do that with the butterfly, just to grunge that up a bit. Also give that a bit more of a vintage look. Okay, next what I'm going to do, I've got some foundry wax here in the color Statue, and I'm going to take my little sponge and run that over my embossed toilet paper. This is toilet paper, right? It started out as toilet paper. Okay, get some of that statue on there, and just on the high points bring out that pattern just a bit more. Now with the foundry wax, you gotta work quick because it dries quite quickly on your thingy where you pick it up. It turns into a powder quite soon. But in this case, I think this will do. And also on my butterfly, I want some areas. I'm going to take these little hands from Ranger and I'm going to heat that foundry wax up with my heat tool. This is the WOW one. And I will try to keep it in camera, and hopefully you can see the magic happen. Okay, foundry wax and me, not good friends. I can't get it to work properly. I mean, there's some shine here, but the rest is just a bit dull. However, I do like the panel, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. I'm just going to put a little bit more on. But yeah, for some reason, I can't get it to work. Shake it up well again. And now it's stuck. I think that was the ball. Yeah. So I'll just go over some bits again, put some more on. I think it needs to have more body to work. Okay. Round 2. Now, to be honest, I don't like it. I don't like the foundry wax. I can't help myself. I just can't get it to shine. I mean, it's nice, but I mean, I don't see the point. These little pots, and this is a crappy quality, but I mean, instant effect. No need to heat it. Done. This is the effect I wanted. So yeah, I will keep playing with it, but so far I have not had much success with it. Could be just me, could be just user error, but I think with this, yeah, I mean, you see what I mean? It's just a bit more oomph. Maybe it's a taste thing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Could well be. But yeah. Yeah, this is the effect I wanted. Nice and shiny. And also on the butterfly, I want some bits. There, now it's shiny. That's what I wanted. Okay. Done. Okay, these are done. Now I need to stamp out my sentiment. And I'm just going to stamp that freehand. So I've got my block here. And I'm going to take out the happy birthday. Put it on my block. And I think I'm going to stamp that out in Acorn, because I think that color matches it. I think black will be a bit too black. Just get my head in the way. There we go. Give that ink some time to sink in. Perfect. Okay. The stamps from Tim Holtz, they are fantastic. I love everything, Tim. This is the only thing. Yeah, must be me. Ooh, that color matches that beautifully. Okay, now get my card panel out. Have a look. I will put it like this. First, I'm going to attach this, and I'm going to use some tape for that. This is the Elizabeth Craft Designs tape. Love that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to position that more to the left. There we go. Next, I'm going to take some glue and just put some glue on this part of the butterfly. Because I want these wings to have some dimension, and put that right there. And this one I'm going to put right here. Where am I going to put that? I think also here. I think I'm going to put some foam squares behind that. So I've got these little tiny ones. Put those behind. give that some dimension as well. And then the card is already nearly finished. Okay, so I've got my squares on there, and I'm just going to line this up. Right there. This is coming together really nicely. Now one last thing that I want to do is I want to take one of these pen nibs and put one on the butterfly like so. Oh, I love that. Love that. So I'm going to put some glue on here and just drop that down. I just think this is cool. Just give that some time. Obviously that will not dry as fast as paper on paper, but it will dry perfectly. So then I'm going to come with my card front. Now I will just put some foam tape behind this. Foam tape, David. It's not phone tape. Because I want this to have a bit of dimension as well. It's actually perfect in place. There we go. And this concludes my card project for today. I just love this. It's a top folding card. But this idea with the toilet paper and then with that roughed up edge, this beautiful butterfly, tone on tone. Yeah, I love it. I hope you like it too. If you do, please consider to give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel. That would really make my day. Well, thank you for watching this one, and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.